What's good, y'all? We got your two hosts. We got Coach Uchia. We got Gaza Did That, a.k.a. GDT, a.k.a. co-founder of GDT Promotions, a.k.a. the star of the night, October 19th,
a.k.a. Freddy Krug,
a.k.a. Nightmare on Elm. All right, we getting carried away. But this is our little dojo podcast. This is where we're just going to talk about random shit, upcoming fights, what's going on in the world, while we talk, and just chill. So first things first, we're going to talk about October 19th, which is coming up in like T-minus 4 weeks. So first things first, what you want to say?
It's 23 days.
There you go.
October 19th. It's a long time coming. A lot of bullshit has happened. But we're still here. We still train every single day. 6 days a week, 1 rest day. We have, unfortunately, BDM was supposed to be here, but his ass decided to go chill with some friends. But BDM's fight pulled out. We'll start off with that. How do you feel about Sadco pulling out because of bad grades?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Like, how you gonna? First off, the big thing that really got on my nerves is like how heavy he was talking. How heavy he was talking about BDM, our whole production, you especially, and all that. When he's just a youngin', worrying about grades, worrying about getting kicked out of his mama's house. Like, if you chasing a dream, chase the dream. Don't let anybody, stop you from doing that. Even your parents. They might be looking out for you and shit like that, but if you're gonna chase a dream and talk heavy like you chasing that dream, then you better show out. But pulling out is kind of ridiculous, especially when we're this close to the fight. Or some bad grades. Study up, gang.
On God, though. All respect to Sadco, though. He did sign up and did train. Not saying he didn't. We still would have think that it would have went the same way with Montoya choking you out. And that's just because we just have belief in our fighters. It's not us talking shit. You're transitioning into boxing. Transitioning into MMA from boxing. So it's kind of hard to do when you think you're just going to go in there and just knock somebody out with nothing else behind it. But, yeah, Sadco pulling out was kind of a bummer. But at the same time, though, it kind of helps us get Montoya even more ready for CQIF2. So he'll be in prime shape for CQIF2. But, yeah, next fighter that I'm really thinking about right now that I'm excited for to see is probably Sammy. Sammy's the next one that I'm so hyped up for. But yeah, I'll let Wu Chia talk about it a little bit while I take a hit out of the pipe. So yeah.
No, like he was saying, our fighter Sammy, I feel like he's really gonna shock a lot of people, especially us. I already see what he's got and what he's gonna be able to do. But when it comes fight night, and it actually happens, when it's in front of all those people in the camera, everybody watching, it's definitely gonna make everybody, damn, that just happened, for sure. Because, not gonna lie, a little down low, but he's already dropped 2 people with the body shot in sparring. That's back to back. I'm just saying that might be his secret weapon, for real, for real. Another fighter, and on that, is David. Especially where he started from, whatever. Even being in your corner for your very first fight, which is against Dusty in fucking Muay Thai. going from that to taking it in his own hands and really making something out of it, and their improvement is crazy, especially after the little sparring we had today with BDM. Both of them did great work. David did come out on top, and he really showed the improvements he's been making at his camp. So I'm really excited for both of them, to be honest.
Yeah, to touch back on David, just like put that out there. I'm really proud of him. Like, even though I still get on his ass about shit, I am really proud to see how much he worked for this. Yeah, it just surprises me how good he's gotten at this shit. Like, before, when he used to box, we used to do these little boxing things with our friends and shit. He used to back up a lot and just really just throw one to two punches. David is, he's very, it's not even like him no more. So I'm really excited to see David. The reason why we're saying we're a little bit more excited about Sammy, because we've seen footage of his opponent and we see what Sammy's gonna do. Sammy can finish it however he wants. It's up to Sammy, in my opinion. So, but David, I'm a little bit excited and more like, all right, this might turn out to be a war that we didn't expect, but we're expecting it though. That's the difference. We're not thinking that David's gonna go in there and just smoke Anarchy. That's his opponent, by the way, Anarchy. We've only seen like a little 2-second clip of him, but he looked good in that 2-second clip. But at the same time, I've seen David sparring at the Phoenix gym. I've seen him come over to the GDT dojo, get some work in. I've gotten some work in with him, and I feel like he's gonna rise to the occasion. I know he's gonna rise to the occasion. David kind of has a advantage. It's like he's new to this shit, but at the same time, he's been in my corner and he's felt what it's like to be in that type of, at a way bigger stage. Like, David was there when I fought in front of 1,000 people. So he knows a little bit more intense. It's a more intense feeling, but he's not new to that. So I feel like when he gets put under those lights, he's gonna shine like crazy. If he sticks to it, what he's doing now, if he just sticks to it, I feel like Anarchy and David might be fight of the night. I feel like we could get a late stoppage with David, but in my opinion, I'm expecting them to go all rounds. So y'all be ready for that one. But yeah, you think he's gonna go all rounds?
I think so. If anything, I feel like it'd be late second, because I mean, like you said, Anarchy looked like he put it in the work, even though we only seen like a 2-second video. And it's not like he's not working, he's manual labor. Regardless, that's work, and then you got that on top of what he's doing behind the scenes. You could be a potentially dangerous fighter. That's why it's definitely going to be fight of the night, I think.
Yeah, David and Anarchy are two fighters, in my opinion, that are going to shock the 135 to 140 motherfuckers. Yeah. The big dog right now in the small creative boxing scene is Ant Mills. And me and Ant Mills had our little back and forth. I chopped it up and said, sorry for my part. We laid that shit to rest. He gave me some tips on my fight coming up. And, yeah, I definitely do see a potential matchup with David and Ant. I just feel like David needs to get more respect in the scene before that happens. We almost had them fight, but Ant got offered Yaze. So yeah, he's fighting Yaze. October 12th.
I think
But-
he ain't got that for sure.
We'll get to that. But yeah, I definitely do seeing David versus Ant in the future. Not we're gonna see David versus Ant, and we're gonna see Anarchy versus Ant, because I really feel like those two motherfuckers are gonna really show up and show that they're actually taking the sport of boxing serious. There's a lot of these motherfuckers at that 35-pound thing that they would just sit in the backyard, punch a bag. You guys can say that we all punch a bag and shit, but he's invested money into all the equipment. He's doing the time to learn how to coach. He's getting his certification. We're doing the right steps to start our own program, but we're also cross-training with other gyms, so we get real work too. But yeah, David and Anarchy are two motherfuckers I think are gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be fight of the night. It's either gonna be JDP versus Jazz fight of the night, or David or Anarchy versus fight of the night. With that being said, going into my fight, the reason why I'm saying my fight's not gonna be fight of the night, because I truly believe it will be knockout of the night. Me and AJ were talking earlier, and everybody wants me to just, all our friends right there, just go in there and knock him out. Go in there and knock him out. If wood people that cut down those trees could just do it in one swing, they would be fucking millionaires, but they can't. You gotta chop at that tree. So I feel like my skill compared to Robbie's is gonna be overwhelming for him. Cause yeah, you might get work with Golden Glove boxers, all that, but you got a black eye from a Golden Glove boxer. I've sparred pro boxers and I still didn't get a black eye or any of that. So I just feel like I'm more skilled. My JDP match was not that was not a display of my skill. I had something bigger I was fighting in that. But no excuses. JDP got that shit done. I love that kid. He be helping us a lot out behind the scenes. But yeah, I feel like I stopped Fred. I said Fred. I said that shit so clean though. But yeah, I think I stopped Fred, aka Rob Alexander. I think I stopped him. I don't know what round. It's just we'll see when the tree crumbles, when that happens. So yeah, if you want to say anything about that, I'm gonna take a hit.
I say late second, early third, for sure. I just, like he was saying, just comparing videos, really. You know, I mean, we got videos out there, you know, but they're only snippets. Same thing with Robbie, you know, but if you're comparing highlights to each other, you can just see it. Like, you go right now, go to the GDT promotions page, look at all the edits we got with Garza and all our fighters, then go to Rob Alexander's, watch that, and let me know. Like, tell me if I'm tripping, because you can clear as day, you can see the difference. You can see there's levels to it. And you were saying he trains with Golden Gloves fighters. Yeah, he trains with them. He might have got.
Just in Detroit getting work with pros.
That's what I'm saying. And they going hard, like not super hard, but they was going hard. They was doing it in the work. Even out here, when he's out here, and we're sparring, it's not like we're getting fighters who are scared to hit him, who don't want to hurt him. No, they're going in to kill this motherfucker. But it's his job to work around it and find those openings and actually put what we working on into play. Rob is over there, looks the exact same. Watch his first fight and watch his new training videos. The exact same.
He changed up is he moves better, but everything else is the exact
same.
He just moves better.
And the people he's sparring, when I'm watching, if they're really Golden Gloves, how come they ain't landing shots on him like that? I see him pulling hits, pulling punches. I'm not gonna lie. So it's a little sus. That's why I also think it's gonna be a masterclass for sure. And I'm gonna make sure it happens. I'm gonna make sure we go 3-0, regardless. 4-0 if you want to count JDP, because I'll be in the corner too as well for that. But I don't think.
Hold on, give me a second. I think BDM just got here, so AJ's gonna give his thoughts about fucking all the rest of the fights, and then we're gonna get a personal interview from BDM. But yeah, keep going. I'm gonna go grab him.
All right,
Special
for sure.
guest.
Special guest, Big Dog, aka BDM, aka Montoya, aka One Ball. All right. You want know nothing about that? But I mean, like we were saying, really all our fighters, I feel like it's going to be a really, show of the different levels in both teams training, or all teams I should say, not both teams, but all teams training on their fighters compared to our training on my fighters. I just don't see it. I mean, I know people have been in the comments, oh, you're fucking sparring in a empty pool. Oh, you in the backyard. Like, I don't want to sound corny, but look at Rocky. Look at Rocky versus my dumbass. Yo, who did Rocky fight? Drago. Look at Rocky. Not to sound corny, but look at Rocky and Drago. Drago had all the equipment in the world, shooting up all the equipment, while Rocky was in the snow, picking logs up. Who's moving the logs? Who's moving the boats to the water? Like, you don't need no fancy stuff. I mean, it's good to have good equipment. Don't get me wrong. Save up a little bread, get you a little something clean, but all the expensive equipment, all that bullshit on the side, it really doesn't matter. All it comes down to is the drive of the fighter and the time and dedication they put in on the training and what they're actually fighting for. I know all my fighters really got something that they fighting for. What is Rob fighting for? So he doesn't get bullied anymore? Please. Anarchy, that's the one person, like we said, it's going to be a good fight, because it seems like he's got something he's fighting for. He's actually putting in the work on the boxing. Same with David. He's fighting to prove himself. Everybody, growing up, everybody always doubted David. I ain't going to lie. I'm a victim of that. But he's proved to me already. Now it's time for him to prove to y'all. Sammy, same thing. Ain't nobody, Sammy, he wasn't in my vision. I'm not going to lie. He wasn't in my vision. But when he came and he showed me, oh yeah, I already knew. But quick little intermission. Time to introduce a little starring guest right now, a.k.a. also another co-host to the show, BDM, Montoya. And we're back. We got BDM in the house. Say what's up, say what's good.
What's going on, everybody?
Tell us a little about yourself.
Well, basically coming out from the East Coast, made a decision to move out here to start a new life, basically. Pretty much become a fighter. MMA at that. No boxing. I'll get the work in boxing, but MMA is going to be my go-to. I've said it before. Let alone I was supposed to have a fight coming up, but situations happen. Not my problem. Got to move on, find another one.
Time to work.
Get to it, yep.
Yeah.
All I do now is work, nothing else.
Exactly. Like we said, we talked about Sadco already. We talked about all the bullshit. But to jump back in, I mean, we kind of already answered some of the questions we came up with ourselves. But to touch back, what do you think is going to go down fight night with all the fighters? Starting with Sammy.
Sammy's okay. And he's fighting
He's fighting Hellboy Cal.
Hellboy,
He's
yeah.
out of here too.
So I've heard that a lot. I haven't really got to see a lot from Sammy besides more in the beginning, but he's definitely got the willpower. Like he's determined, I believe. And with the fight coming up, it's either gonna be a straight up bang out or Sammy's gonna fucking knock him cold. It's one or the other, because either it's straight endurance or it's technique, and whoever's got that technique has got the dub. And I think Sammy's got it because he's been working on that shit. So
Most definitely.
PSA, Montoya has not really seen any footage of Sammy or anything like that. So that's why he's talking like that. Sammy has a technique. He will finish Hellboy. Well, I know that shit for a fact. He will finish him. It's just how he's going to finish him. But since me and AJ gave our thoughts about the Sacco situation, I'm going to pass you the phone. But I want to get your true, raw thoughts about how you feel about that fight being pulled and everything you were doing leading up to that point where it got pulled. But yeah, just give us your thoughts about that whole situation.
basically, since the beginning, I had put out a whole thing. I wanted to fight. He called me out. I took it, and I started training right then and there. Let alone, I didn't have all the sparring and stuff yet. I was just training by myself, doing my own thing. But him pulling out later on, because I was excited for this fight. I'm moving out here to AZ. I'm getting ready.
Especially fucking dropping everything.
Yep, I dropped a lot of shit to come out here to fight that guy, and he backed out. And I'm not going to say the reasons. I'm not finna do
we already said the reasons.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah. Stupid motherfucker can't do shit. So it pissed me off more than anything, the fact that reason that he had to back out over anything. He wouldn't step up and be like, nah, I need this fight no matter what. I'm going to take it. I drop a lot. My whole family's on the other side of the country. It's basically me and my boys here, my coach, my homies, you know. That's all I got right now. But that's all I need, because they're the ones who finna put me to the test. But with that fight being said, I'm pissed. I want an opponent. So I'm not training just to train and look pretty. I'm here to train to fuck somebody up. I'm not here to just cheer other people on. I'm here to get myself going, make my name out there, you know. I'm gonna be a light heavyweight. I'm gonna be a welterweight. I'm gonna be on that, you know. I'm rocking 210 right now. Let me get down to 200. And I'm telling y'all right now, I'm still calling people out. Like I said, I even posted on social media, on Insta, I was like, my opponent backed out, but I'm not. I'm still going. I'm still looking.
Go check that out.
I'm not hiding. Like, seriously, like, I'm still starting. I'm new to this stuff, but I learn quick. I catch on quick. You know what I mean?
No, most definitely.
Yeah, I know this might be like a little janky podcast for y'all, but this is how we're gonna do it. We're doing straight raw shit. Yeah, we like to smoke up, talk shit all you want, think we're gonna gas, but if you're worried about me smoking and think I'm gonna gas, that's where you lost, Fred. I'm looking at you dead in your face, Fred. But yeah, since we talked about October,
Let's talk about what we gonna do with the GDP house.
Yeah, we got the GDT house also. We got I feel I got hella topics to talk about on this one. But the GDT house. So like I said before, we're not disclosing any location for any motherfucker. But we will be starting our own. We already have our own fight team, but we are recruiting. And we're recruiting more around the AZ area. With this GDT house, we're going to be able to do massive things. This podcast, when we get into the GDT house, this podcast will be upgraded to a whole different level. Actual setup, logos everywhere, desk, all that good stuff, microphones, headphones, all that. And we're going to have hella content coming for y'all. For GDT promotions, it's going to be more cinematic style videos. So if we're dropping training videos, it's gonna be more cinematic style, more with the good quality camera. Have probably Coach mic'd up as he's doing our sessions and shit, make it more cinematic. But we're also gonna be doing a gaming page. So we got Black Ops 6 coming up right before. Sucks that we can't really play. I would play it. I'm just gonna have it downloaded so after I knock out Fred, I can come back home and play zombies. But yeah, we're gonna have lots of Black Ops 6 rollout. Lots of training cinematics, lots of podcast. I want to, yeah.
We need to start the vlogs.
Yeah, if we're doing vlogs though, I have my own page. Montoya is gonna be starting one here soon. I have my own page. Garza did that 2 times. I'll be dropping vlogs on there, some cinematic shit. But yeah, we're gonna be doing all that. I don't know if AJ's gonna get into vlogging, but yeah, but the GDT house will bring a lot of ideas. We're gonna be on it. We're gonna have the best home gym. You guys would literally think we have our own fucking space rented out. The way this shit looks. Like AJ was talking about earlier, we don't need that expensive equipment. But when we get this GDT house, we will have that shit. In a hot, wherever we put it, it's gonna be hot as hell. You can't cook if it's cold in there. So, yeah. That's my little thoughts. I already know the GDT house is gonna be crazy because we're gonna be the first small creator boxing team to have their own official house. We're gonna be having our other fighters, Sammy, David, Mozzie, new recruits all pulling up, coming, getting their interviews, getting their GDT dojo sessions. Yeah, well, that's being said, we got Wu Chia right here not even smoking. We're supposed to be in the dojo sesh.
It's your head. Here, let me touch up on something. Look, okay. Like he said, we are signing. We are taking new fighters, if you're interested. As long as you show love.
And post content. That's one thing. Any new fighter we bring in, you have to be content heavy. Yeah. Like right now, I'm very content heavy. When the start of my camp, I used to post a lot. But now that we're getting closer, I'm posting less and less. But now when I post more cinematic shit now. Content heavy, you could be if you're a musical artist, that's content. You're posting your music. You don't have to do fucking podcasts and shit if you want to, but
even if you're a gamer.
Gamers too. If you're gonna be with GDT and you're playing a PlayStation without having a stream on, what's the point? That's the easiest route you could go with joining GDT is if you stream, because you don't have to do too much when you stream. I get vlogging and all that shit comes with all that, but yeah, you have to make content. So I'll pass it back to AJ, but number one requirement, you have to make content.
Yeah. With that being said, also, you gotta show love. Show love. If you trying to show us something, what you working with, definitely hit up GDT Promotions on IG. We do sparring sessions every Saturday. So if you're interested, we can also get something rolling like that. It'll get you good work for yourself, and it'll help us. And it'll also give you the chance to show us, what you're working with. And if we like it, we'll definitely be in the talks. So even if you wanted to just do gaming, that works too. I mean,
yeah, we're definitely. Let me see. For the fighters out there, I'll be putting something in the works. GDT Promotions tryout, and we'll make that a whole live stream to where we'll have like 15 fighters pop out, all in different weight classes. Set it up a little tournament, and yeah, whoever wins their fights, they will be a part of GDT. We're gonna be doing MMA and boxing, so shows which one you're better at. But yeah, and we're also hiring media people too. We need people that's gonna be able to work the IG, work the
stuff for the influencer.
Yeah, work the GDT promotions Twitter. Just basically social media apps. Not really like YouTube. We have that shit unlocked. But like when it comes to like clipping shit, TikTok, IG, Twitter, main thing.
Streaming music, all that stuff.
No, not for this part.
No?
He just meant
For background, I need people.
Okay.
to run the pages.
I need people to help me run these pages, and yeah, we're definitely gonna be something big. I feel like we're already fucking main target of the small creator boxing scene now, especially with me, how everybody just likes to have my dick in their mouth. So, especially Votfi, you stupid bitch. You fucking ducked the December match. Your little fucking manager told me, oh, he's not fighting at 05 because he has an opponent 06. Why the fuck are you trying to make me fight October 12th, then go fight Fred's ugly ass October 19th? If you are not man enough to fucking accept a fight after back-to-back events, you're stupid. I'm doing back-to-back events right now. I did CQIF1, now I'm doing CQIF2. 15 weeks later. You will have more than enough time. Stop being a bitch and let's fight. And I don't want to box you no more. I want to make my MMA debut against you. You said you're a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Okay, we'll see. Let's see that. Let's see where jiu-jitsu gets you when I'm bouncing your head off the fucking floor. Not taking my vision off of Robbie. Robbie's a motherfucker I have to dribble October 19th. But Votfi, you're fucking next. You could talk about, oh, I'll beat your ass in the street, do this, do that. Motherfucker, we're in the small creator boxing scene for a reason. Soon to be small creator boxing scene and MMA scene. We could get it on. Why would you want to do it with nobody watching? What, you scared if you get your ass beat, you could go back home and talk about it? You don't want to do it live, so when you get your ass beat, there's no excuses? Everybody's seeing that? Let's get it on. I'm done hearing all this shit. People talking about Votfi will fucking destroy me, this is that. I don't think you see me MMA or boxing. So, we could have some shit set up to where, boom, we rematch. We'll do 2 fights against each other. 1 MMA, 1 boxing. We'll see who's fucking supreme. Because, motherfucker, they used to call me supreme back in the day. And I will reign supreme over your dumb ass. I'm not even playing with you. I will beat your ass boxing and MMA. Just let me know which one you want to get to work in. Montoya, do you have any fucking,
If Psycho ever comes back into play, I want him to fight you still. But regardless, I'm still training for a new opponent. You know? So, no matter what, I'm gonna be ready. 24/7, I'm gonna be ready, because if I'm not, then I ain't doing shit. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to. That's how I see it. That's my mentality. If I'm not 24/7 on it, at least learning shit. If I'm not even training right then and there, then there ain't nothing else to it. I'm here for a reason. I ain't here for no reason. Like I said before, I ain't here to look pretty. I'm here to bang out and get bloody, you know?
Facts. With that being said, Montoya, take us through some of the fundamentals you've been really focusing on and what we've been working on.
So I've been really I've been trying to work more on my defense as of like rolling and step backs and stuff like that when it comes to jabs and hooks. I haven't really done the best with body shot blocking and stuff. Not really at that precision yet for it, but I'm working on it. I had a good sparring session today with one of our guys, David. You know, that to me that was my first real ass sparring since I've been here, and that was a straight bang out in my opinion. I mean, that went good, and I didn't do the best I thought I did, but I did good enough to where I at least won a round. I won a fucking round. In my opinion, that's good. You know, I won something in that. I didn't stop. I didn't bitch out. I kept going. Back then, in a way, if anything, a few days ago, I'd back out because I'd gas out, you know? Like, I'm trying to learn that, get that figured out. Once I get that down, like I said, I'm a quick learner. It's going to be hard. You're not going to take me down like nothing, no. I'm not no fucking dust on the floor you be sweeping. It's not that easy. it takes time, you know.
Take it good. No, like he said, I'm not gonna lie. Montoya, back in the day, everybody, he's big. Everybody thought he was a hardhead, big tough guy. But I'm not gonna lie, back then, he was a little soft. He got down. Don't get me wrong, he got down, but he was the nice guy. He was the soft guy, or whatever.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Guy. No, I'm not gonna lie, but it's good to see how much he's improved. Even when we first got the news that somebody called him out, and he had the opportunity to take a fight on and really put himself in that uncomfortable situation. Fighting is not easy. It's not easy. It's something that's mentally draining and physically draining. But the improvements, the quick improvements, let me say that one more time, the quick improvements that he's been doing from week 1 to now, it's going good. He's definitely, like he said, he's definitely a fast learner. Sometimes he doesn't listen, but when he does, he gets it. When he does listen, he gets it right away. So that's definitely good. Us keep doing these spars, and him not having an opponent at the moment,
It's fucking great.
He's living good right now.
Let me dabble into that shit. And this is gonna also spark a new thing, because I think our promotion is gonna be the first promotion with a four champ era. So that's my main goal with this, is because me and AJ started GDT promotions, and Montoya is, I consider Montoya he's right there with us. But me and AJ are the founders of the shit. Montoya is the first,
Our first signee.
In a way. Yeah, because I'm under Swanky, so Montoya is the first motherfucker under me and AJ. And, yeah, I feel like Montoya is a very, very quick learner. Very quick. From when we sparred to when he sparred David, he did really good against David. It's just David's been in camp for 15 weeks, and Montoya,
He worked
And focusing on
boxing.
Yeah, he worked the body really fucking good. Like he said before, his technique, it was really good. But also, my first time, I still gotta learn. But besides, I loved it. I mean,
It's a good learning experience.
Can't have it any other way.
Definitely good learning experience.
All right, we back. We got Coach over here rolling the J now. We got a couple pipe hits. But to touch back on the situation when I was bringing up Montoya, in the 4 champ shit. So right now, Montoya, I feel like he has a very, very good chance of becoming the first influencer heavyweight MMA champ. It's depending on if he wants to. I think he should stay at heavyweight, in my opinion, because you don't want to jump weight classes and fuck up your way to the top. Yeah. But if we could get him at a weight where he feels perfect at, or make him lose weight and gain him back in muscle, he's gonna fuck up all y'all. And I mean that. I think our toughest opponent for him right now is probably Lil Nuke in the small creator boxing scene. There's other motherfuckers that I already know could give Montoya a very, 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 very good run of his money and possibly steal his money, but they're not in the scene. So yeah, but right now in the scene that's making his MMA debut on October 19th is Lil Nuke. He's fighting Jordani. If Jordani ends up beating Lil Nuke, then Jordani, we're coming after your ass next. Yeah, but to bring up the 4 champ shit, or 5 champ, because of David, but We're gonna talk more on the MMA side, but 3 champs, me, Mozzie, and Montoya. But I don't know who has more of a chance of getting there first, because Montoya would have had a head start if he would have fought October 19th, but he didn't. But me, Mozzie, and Montoya will all be making our MMA debut on the same card.
That's insane to think about, too.
Yeah,
Let alone with the 4 wins, and then you got a 3 MMA debut,
yeah.
and then we all champs. Like, think about that. Like you said, I'd be number 1 heavyweight, and then I'm gonna hold my shit. You know? Let me see that. Look, once I become heavyweight champ, and I'll put that on everything, I'm gonna be. Y'all ain't stopping me from nothing. Nothing's finna stop me. I'm finna make my mentality to where you can't drop me. You're not gonna drop me. You will not drop me. You know? I'll come at you like a fucking bulldozer. But I'm gonna keep my guard. I'm gonna keep my stance. I'm not coming at you open-handed. You think I'm playing stupid? Just because I smoke and shit don't mean I don't train hard, you know? I'm not trying to be a Nate Diaz type shit, but seriously, I'm on my stuff. For real. And I'm gonna get better every day.
I'm gonna add this. So to touch up on what Garza was saying, the 3 GOATs in the MMA side, when they do make their debut. Now, when it comes influencer, I think they all 3 got it. All 3 are going to be champs in their each weight division. Now, when it comes to professional side, instead of picking one who would be champ first, I'm going to go with who is going to be the next so-and-so fighter. I feel like with Mozzie, I feel like he's going to be the next Khabib-style fighter and really take over that ground game and show motherfuckers how it really gets done. You know, and I know a lot of people don't necessarily like Khabib or whatever because he only does ground, but Mozzie's going to be a different thing because he's going to be heavy on that ground game, but he's also going to have hands, you know. So I feel like he's going to be... Who do I want to compare him to? I feel like he can low-key... Nah, I'm going to cut all that. I'm going to keep with what I said. He's definitely going to be the next Khabib-style fighter. Montoya, I feel like we've already been saying it from the start.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be the next Tom Aspinall type fighter.
Damn right.
Especially in his weight division. It's really going to be a problem. Now, with Garza, he's definitely the next Adesanya, Sugar Sean O'Malley, Max Holloway type fighter. 100%. Because all of them are A1 at striking. But the difference between Garza and them is Garza's going to have that A1 striking. But he's also going to have that A1 ground game. There's not going to be anybody who fucking takes him away from that. You know? So, I'm just going to add up on that. All 3 of them are going to be champs in their own division, in their own weight. They're going to make their own fighter become the next great. So, I'm going to pass it off back to Garza.
Yeah, to touch on that situation that he was talking about, I know Montoya has expressed interest in taking it to pro, but I know when I get to that pro ranking, Mozzie has the potential to go pro now if he wanted to. So that's just up to him. He has a career. He already has his own career going on, but now he wants to go on this side, bring back his competitiveness. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna Montoya still has a long way to go with this. I'm not saying fucking I'm pro already, but when it comes to skill wise, it's definitely me and Mozzie.
I'm at the base of the mountain, dude. I gotta work my way up. Straight up, that's how it is.
You gotta wait, you can barely hear you.
Here, let me put it real quick. Look, what Garza was just saying, I like he said, I still gotta learn hella shit. how I put it, I'm at the bottom of a mountain. I got to start. Yep, got to run that shit up. When I stop, I keep going. Fuck that shit. Let me pass out. That's all I got to do. Keep going till I pass out.
Yeah, with that being said, I think my style, I already know my style. My style is more anti-grapple. I want to keep it on the fucking feet so I can head kick you. I could teep kick you and use all my weapons. Mozzie. Yeah, Mozzie, he could do whatever, in my opinion. He could do whatever, but his ground game is really good. He's been showing us a little bit here and there. He can't show me much right now because I have a boxing fight coming up, but after October 19th, we are going to be in the fucking lab getting that work. I'm planning on starting a MMA gym just to get that look every day, and coming back to the GDT dojo, get that look with Coach Uchia right here. So we're going to be working hard for this one. Very hard. It's hard to look past Robbie. I was about to say, Fred, but Robbie Fred, whatever you guys want to call him. It's hard to look past him. It's not that hard to look past him. If I wanted to, I could look straight through his dumb ass and just look at these fights. But that's not what I want to do. But I feel like when I make my MMA debut, a star will be born. And not saying Montoya or Mozzie don't have star power at all. It's just
You've been in the game longer?
I've just been doing this a little bit longer.
It's your life. It basically is your life, man.
Yeah, but I just feel like AJ said, Sean O'Malley, Israel, Connor, Max. In my opinion, I have a lot of similarities with Connor and O'Malley. But yeah, I really think I'm gonna be probably. I'm calling it now. I will be the face of the influencer MMA scene. Augustin is the pioneer of the sport. He's the one that brought it to life. But Augustin knows that there has to be a face. There has to be the face. They got Dana White. You need your Connor. You need your Israel. You need your John Jones. And GDT provides all that. Every single one of those. So, yeah. I'm so excited to get my MMA debut in. I know Montoya is. But I feel like I have a very anticipated debut. Especially because everybody for the past couple years AJ's been telling me. Friends of mine have been telling me that I just need to make my MMA debut already. I'm giving people chances. But just know when I make my MMA debut, it's going to be, I will take throne of the face of the influencer MMA scene.
I'm definitely backing that up with Garza. He's 100% going to be on the top like that. But also know, with all those other fighters, especially me and Mozzie, y'all are going to know my name. You're going to know who I am. And I'll make sure of it. I don't care if it's from 1 fight, 10 fights. If anything, I'm going to make sure it's that first fucking fight. Show y'all how I work. Y'all don't know anything now but a few videos and shit. But wait till I really, really get into it. I'm going to be up there too. Just watch. I'm going to be the shit. Ain't nobody finna take me like that either, you know? Especially for my weight class. I'm going to stand on shit, you know? I'm big dogging this bitch on some real shit. That's what I wanted to say, so.
Yeah. Damn, my voice gonna crack. We're keeping that in the video. But Woo's pearling the joint. It's a little fatty, so that don't over here talking about why is he taking so long. He's rolling fatties one. But I just to keep talking about GDT, I really feel like me making that influencer debut changed our lives, and it, like, drastically. Like, we're not like with the fucking fast ass cars, the fucking Cubans, the iced out girls, none of that. But from after JDP, it was a whole different flip between the group. We had to get rid of some people. Some people left. Some people just stopped talking to us. But that shit happens when you're doing some shit. And me and AJ went from talking on Discord to me being out here, and we train every single day. We wasn't doing shit like that before. Like, we would do it here and there, but that would be like once in a blue moon. Everything used to just be me and going to different gyms and just trying to get as much experience as I can. But GDT will be fucking, I say by summer. You gotta let us cook. You gotta let us cook. The only thing y'all have seen from us is me losing to JDP, which kind of sucks. But look at me now.
Technically, no. Because we didn't start until after. So we got... Yeah, technically we don't have any loss on the GDT promotions, but I have a loss on me, so I'm not gonna just throw that away. But it's gonna be a different type of promotion. Royalty, Starborn, they're good promotions, but we will show y'all why we're very, very fucking different, and we will take over. Because we have drive, we have real killers. We're not just, it's the influencer scene, but you can't use that as an excuse. I was doing this fighting shit before the influencer shit. I was fighting fucking real dudes. My first fight was against a fucking 32-year-old when I was 18 years old. Sparring motherfuckers in Michigan, sparring at Macomb Boxing, Proving Grounds. I'm fighting real motherfuckers, and I'm not gonna have people on Twitter be like, oh, he's a pro, it's just an influencer, all that other shit. Motherfucker, you wanna come into the fight game and fight on pay-per-view, you better be ready to put that shit up. Don't take this shit a game. Just because you got a name does not mean you have to half-ass training. If you got a name, that should be the main motivation to look as good as possible. Look at Jake Paul. Everybody thought he was going to get his ass beat just because he was on YouTube. Now look at him. Beating UFC fucking legends. Fucking professional boxer, arguably beat him. Making more money than fucking half of these Canelo and all these motherfuckers, and it's just different. So when you guys see us, you're gonna be like, yo, they're more focused on fighting than anything. Yeah, because if we get knocked out, y'all get the clips. Oh, knocked out a pro fighter. All get the clickbait titles, all that shit. I'm not calling myself no pro, but I'm going to get to that point. I treat this shit like I'm a pro. Everything. But yeah, I'm gonna get AJ's thoughts about how everything has changed. I know Montoya could touch up on that too. We could get on that. We have a pretty decent long podcast for y'all, and trust me, it will drop. I don't know when it's gonna drop, so I'm not even gonna say it. But yeah, I'll let AJ touch up on that if he's done with that. I'm just about.
Yeah.
What'd you say? What was I touching up on? I ain't gonna
How's life changed after JDP?
I'm gonna go even farther than that. Alright. So, to touch up on what Garza said, how life's been before JDP, I'm gonna go even farther than that. Life from now compared to our high school days, getting into bullshit, doing dumb shit, throwing parties, getting into fights, all that. From even back then, you know, I'm not even say I wasn't even in it yet, but Garza's definitely had that fighting drive in him always from the start. He just knew how to. So with taking that and going after JDP, you know, definitely it was a big step in changing all our lives, you know, for the greater good, to get our families out, the problems we grew up with, all the dreams we want to chase. So it's definitely a big improvement. Sadly, with the JDP fight, we lost. Sadly. But it was a big learning experience for us and a big push in the right direction. It really showed us, like, we really did it. We really on pay-per-view. We really hit the first step to what the fuck we want to do in life.
That was a real stepping stone, for sure.
Most definitely.
Regardless if it was a win or a loss, that was a stepping stone to begin with.
Big risk taker.
No, most people wouldn't even take that risk, you know?
Yeah,
Let alone you're like, yo, that's all I want. You know, people don't do that shit. So that's why it's more special to us in a way, especially for me, because you have people that, I mean, back then for me, even a little bit now, always nervous, anxious. I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get punched. But it's really not about that, honestly. You got to get past that mentally. It's all mental. You're going to get hit regardless. You're going to feel pain. I kind of see it. For example, I've heard Tony Ferguson bring this up. He loves the pain. You know, he'll go through any type of pain and he'll smile at it, you know.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, I want to see it like that too. I want to get hurt to a point where I can smile at it and laugh at it, because I think that's the funniest shit. You took me down, okay, I'm gonna get right back up, come at you. I'm still gonna do the same shit.
Wait, how the fuck did you change it into how you're gonna fight? We're talking about how life's changed since JDP.
That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about you're gonna get up after
Yeah,
you get hurt. Am I right or wrong though?
I mean, I guess I'm sidetracking, but I'm saying it's special to us. Like, after that fight, we're more determined.
Oh, yeah.
We're more dedicated to this shit. I should have said it like that to begin with, but yeah. Nah, but
He rambles.
Yeah, but I speak a lot, but I get to the point. You know, like I said, we're determined for it. We're after
it
that.
takes a while for him to land a plane.
Yep. After that fight, we wanted more, and that's what we're going for. So another reason, that's why I came out here with nothing, basically, because I want more. I want more than that, you know. I didn't go out there just to watch. I went out there to learn. So that's a big thing.
I'm gonna add something too. After the JDP fight, I feel like for both of them, you know, it really painted the picture. Like, yeah, we was there, we made that first step, but now we got to take control. We got to grab hold of the wheel, stop letting God grant us this, which we're grateful because we got handed this, and you know, he gave us that vision. So after the JDP fight, it was just God's picture, just telling us this is where we take over, this is where we got to drive for it. That's exactly why both of them moved down here.
It was basically like God showing us, fucking, this is y'all's route. I'm showing y'all early.
The straight
Take
whole
it
blueprint.
serious.
Whole blueprint.
Take it serious. Because if you half-ass it, you're going to see what happens.
Yeah. So them moving down, it really showed the dedication on what we want with this. You know, them moving down, us being like, all right, we definitely got to lock in on the house together, all of us, and GDT have. And with that house, you know, it's really going to show the rest of the world and ourselves, you know, like we really did it. We really going with it, and it's really going to keep us. It's going to put us in that. It's going to put us in that position where it's too late to back down. All we got is going up only. So I feel like it was a great thing You know, because if we won, it would have been, I'm not going to lie, it would have been great if we got the one. But I feel like if we won, we wouldn't have learned as much as what we know now.
If I would have went in there and knocked out JDP, I feel like I would have been way too cocky.
Yeah.
Especially after everything I went through going into that. If y'all knew half the shit that I went through going into that, y'all motherfuckers would be like, damn.
Yo.
Damn. And I still showed up. Half of these motherfuckers are pulling out because of school grades. But, might be. But,
Wink, wink.
yeah. Yeah. I look at JDP as also God putting another person in my life. That's also in the same thing. Because I've always struggled with finding friends that are in the same circle, but then the same lane of life that I want to be on. But then with the JDP fight, it gave AJ the opportunity and Montoya the opportunity to be in the first class passenger seat and see how it really is. And that directed us all together. Because before AJ was on gaming, I was doing my fight shit. He still supported me. It's not like he was not on the journey or anything. But he was more of a viewer. But now, after JDP, he wants to be a coach. He's has his own fucking... He's thinking of pad combinations. Possibly a gym in the future. And just opened up a new door in his life. Definitely opened up a new door in Montoya's life.
Big time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just made me fall in love with it. It really did. I mean, being there, I mean, not to toot my own fucking horn, but growing up, you know, even before I got into being in the corner for Garza, you know, just being there for Garza, supporting, I felt like my role in everything was always to help guide, you know, to be alongside my brothers all the way up, you know, help find the route, help push, help drive for it, and do all that.
I'll hold it for you. I'd like to join.
And do all that. So, with that being said, it was a blessing that we got this opportunity. It was a blessing that I fell in love with teaching, because that's what I'm gonna call it, is teaching. I feel like I was always, like I said, you know, I was always the type of person that helps someone find their way, you know, show someone, teach somebody, you know, what to do, what to work on with everything, you know. With the fighting side, I ain't gonna lie, I was with that in the gaming too, you know. I love teaching people a better way, you know, helping them find that right path, you know, making sure they keep on that path. So it really made me fall in love with it. But I'm gonna let Montoya share, you know, why it kind of opened up a bigger picture for him.
So, first, I always was the type who wanted to get into situations with fighting and stuff, but I never had the courage just because I didn't have the experience, let alone I didn't want to get hit, like I said before. But if it wasn't for my homies, meeting them in high school, like, it was instant click just like that. We met. It was good from there. We had each other's back since, and we always will, you know. But them being there for me and pretty much rooting me on and letting me know I have that potential to become pretty much the greatest for this, if, like, you know, just for that, is like, I'm willing to take risks. I'm willing to go for it all. They believe in me that much for that. I should believe in myself just as much, if not to the fullest, which I should do 24/7. Because you'll have times there will be a moment where I'd want to give up. I don't want to do it no more. I want to call it quits. But, you know, they're really the ones who are keeping me going just because they believe in me, you know.
Look at that motherfucker. Finger. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, you know, like I said, they got my back. they're dedicated to see me succeed and strive for greatness, you know. Likewise for them. I'll always be there for them, try to teach them as much as I got, you know, knowledge-wise, and what I can help them with. But, yeah, I really went from nothing to something with them, because if I never met them, I wouldn't be in this position. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I wouldn't have the things I have. So I'm more than blessed and grateful, especially for these guys, because they've been there for me since I ever first came out here, because I used to go to school with them, you know. So
Let's touch up on that. I'm going to pause it right what you just said. When he came out here and he started with nothing, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of funny because all three of us, we're not from AZ. We're not from out here. We were all the fucking new kid. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, I mean, facts. But, you know, we were all the new kid on the block, you know.
And we took shit over. That's
We really did.
That's the crazy thing. To touch on that shit, these motherfuckers know that I was always new. My homie Jake will tell you that I was quiet, but then when I got into that element, dick suckers everywhere. I'm not saying they was dick suckers. Montoya was.
I'm dead. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him keep going, but I've always ran shit. Now, these motherfuckers are running. Now there's 3 bosses now. There's not just one boss.
For real.
It's a mafia now.
No, like Garza said, you know, we all came from new, and I'm not gonna lie, Garza definitely, you know, found his spot to be in. He definitely got into the spotlight, you know, being the new kid on the block really quick. You know, he was the first. You know, I got comfortable. I got to meet everybody. I got linked up with everybody. I was always around Garza too, but I was in the shadows. I'm not gonna lie. But Garza's always been in the spotlight. He's always had that mindset, you know, of wanting to make it. He was not like the rest, you know. And me, before even linking up with Garza, I was the same way, you know. I wanted to make my own, you know, BMXing vlog channel, you know. I was all about that. But seeing Garza in his natural state of being in the spotlight all through high school, I feel like his only missing piece was the support around him. Because he had don't get me wrong, he had a big crowd behind him in high school, you know, but it comes down to the grown-up shit, where they all at. When it comes down to business, where they all at.
who's really there for you?
I still have a big crowd, but it's more haters.
Yeah.
Everybody that used to be with me, now haters. So, I deal with more hate now, because I did some stupid shit. Let's be real. I did some stupid shit that we're not gonna speak on.
Don't disclose.
But I'm not a person to see right here and be like, I didn't do that. AJ knows that I've changed hella, and that I know where my wrongs are now.
Yeah, it's all a learning curve, you know. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Everybody's got to fuck up, you know. But it's the difference between people is, you know, if you fuck up, what are you gonna do after that?
And me saying that is not me saying I was a bully.
Hold up, motherfucker. Look, if you gonna ash, get on the fucking ash train, not the rolling train.
Hey, that's also me not saying that I was a bully in high school either. This is I handle certain situations a little bit too dangerously.
You say we bully Montoya all the time? All right.
No, look, let me put in some. So, like they said before, we're all new here, basically. We all came from different places. I came from the East Coast, you know. It's a big change for me going from all woods and water to desert. But in a way, I also truly do believe in ways like this, all of us being here, moving out here at our own times and stuff, of course, and meeting each other at the times we did in high school and at the point we're at now, is basically, I'm saying, is like, that was meant to be. In my eyes, like, God put us in that path for us to get to that point, and we're going to continue to work on that together as a team. Let alone put GDT out there get the whole promotion popping, booming, and literally like just be around the world. That's what I dream of for us. I want us around the world doing this shit, not just in the country and the states. I want us known, not even just like UFC type. I want us known. We're gonna be out there. We're gonna be the people that
statues,
yeah. I want to see my name just pop up at random and be like, yo, Big Dog done did it. Like, you know, like that's the shit I want to see. Just cause we're out there now, you know. We already are. We just want to get bigger. There's really nothing else to it. Yeah, pause. My fault. Let me hit that.
That's where we take it from him, right?
Alright, let's dabble into some different shit. We gave y'all damn near an hour and a half of a GDT. But,
What do you want to dabble? I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about the best COD player that's gonna be in here. For BO6, who's gonna be the best?
yeah. I don't know. It's just depending on how much I play it. I'm definitely gonna be the best zombies player out of the group, though.
I can see that. I can see. I feel like when that shit come out, and we handle business, and we have the time to just chill, relax. I feel like we definitely gonna be one of those people who get the Easter egg pretty quick. I feel like we just might lock in.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
What you think about the sphere card?
Spear card? Fuck, bro.
Minus Sean O'Malley losing, the event was fucking insane.
Yeah, awesome.
That's just some shit to wish I was there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That shit would be awesome if you could be there. Imagine.
There's only two things I say I wish I was there. I wish I was there when Conor fought Floyd, and I wish I was there for the sphere.
Facts.
Those are only two things.
Facts.
But their cinematics and shit and everything was just fucking insane. Sean O'Malley did win rounds 1, 3, and 5. Fuck Marab, fucking short bitch.
He's such a
Boring ass fucking
Boring
champ.
fighter. We got Bilal Muhammad.
What's the last, like, what is the most recent boring fight you've seen compared to that?
Bilal
Like,
Muhammad versus Leon.
Yeah.
that shit was stupid.
Yeah.
That shit was stupid.
I fell
But
asleep.
Yeah. He really did. He really did. We was all in Discord, waiting for that fight. Next thing you know, we hear a little.
I'm not gonna lie.
The undercard for that shit was fire though.
Oh yeah.
I will say,
Patty Batty versus Bobby Green.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That was a good one. That was a good submission by Patty. I
will say one fight that is upsetting that happens, I guess, somewhat recently was Adesanya and Dupuis.
Oh yeah, Adesanya versus Drake.
True.
It's what's up with all these boring ass fighters just taking over. This is
For
the
real.
age of the boring fighter.
It really is though.
Like,
It really is.
Adesanya was fucking up Dricus bad, and then Dricus just came out of nowhere. South African power. But
What do you think about that? You think he had the right to say what he said to make Adesanya feel that way towards him?
He's born in South Africa, right? But he's not African.
Yeah, he's
Like,
an immigrant
he's
in
literally-
South Africa.
Yeah, just because you're born there does not mean you're them. That's like
You might know the culture. You might have that.
we have Mexicans over here from Mexico. They're Mexican American though.
it's literally all about
They have their origins. Dricus, like Izzy said, if you were to take a blood test, it will show you where you're from. It's not gonna say South Africa on there. So him speaking on Israel's it's his culture at the same time, but Israel grew up in the bad part. Dricus grew up rich.
Yeah,
He was a rich white South African.
literally. Like, what problems are you gonna have?
That stuff's really just based off of documentation. Oh, wherever you're born, what hospital? Okay, in South Africa. Okay, you're South African just because you're born in South African hospital. That doesn't mean you're South African. Like he said, blood test. You're fucking white. It don't matter. Shit, I'm Mexican, but I'm American.
He definitely like Irish or something.
Irish
I feel like it, cause he might have a little South African
accent.
accent. but that's
He
just
only
because
has that
he.
accent 'cause he was born
Yeah, that's
there.
what I'm saying. He only has that because he was born there, but I can definitely
He's
hear
definitely
like a.
Australian.
True,
He looks
I can see that
Australian,
too.
for
I can
sure.
see that too.
No, but him calling Israel's mom and dad servants
No, that's
was
crazy.
the most racist thing
That's crazy.
ever.
See, it's because he knows. It's because he knows. He's
Yeah.
a white South African.
He's a white South African. That's the only reason why they call.
He'd never be a servant.
That probably was some racist shit out there. That's why Israel and him got into a big ass feud back and forth right after he said that shit.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Israel beats him in the rematch.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm excited to see if it does happen. Pereira versus Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah,
That'd
be good
just
too.
because, not even just because Alex had posted a tweet saying that he'd get Adesanya back for it, let alone Pereira's at that level too. You know, I mean, he's
Yeah.
banged out with Adesanya numerous times, in and out of UFC. So, just seeing him take world champ like that, I want to see. I feel like it'd be a pretty easy match, in my opinion. I can't say for anybody else.
He just has knockout power over Israel. Israel has knockout power, but we're talking about Alex Pereira here. He'll shut your lights off the first clean left hook he lands. It's kind of scary.
Who was it? Was it Sean Strickland?
Yeah, Sean Strickland,
Yeah.
perfect example of that shit.
And that one, I don't think it was Jamal Hill, was it?
He did Jamal Hill like that too.
The guy that got him in his groin. Then he backed off the ref and then got him with the clean ass left
Yeah,
hook.
Jamal Hill is a victim of that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, no joke. Especially if he wanted to take a fight like that, you know he's serious about it. Like it's not a game.
There's also been talk of Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall.
Oh, yo, I'm definitely watching that. You already know who I'm
True.
going
I
for.
feel like it's gonna happen though because when John Jones and Stipe fight, John Jones is gonna retire. He's not gonna fight Tom Aspinall unless he comes out saying that he does.
I think low key that Stipe fight is gonna be stupid. And
It is stupid.
just because also they put Stipe against Nagano. Let alone, do you see the
Beat
side?
Ngannou.
Wait, what? Francis Ngannou, Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, they fought twice.
He won the
Francis-
second time.
Yeah, Francis won the rematch, but he beat Ngannou first.
I never knew that there was a rematch. I remember the time he slammed his fist on his neck, like knocked him down because he tried to push him still. You remember that?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was two. I thought that was the fight. That's why I brought that up. I was like, because
No.
that was stupid. That was a stupid ass
Stipe is the
matchup.
heavyweight GOAT. You can't put John Jones up there at 2 fights and call him a heavyweight GOAT. Stipe is definitely the heavyweight GOAT, but John Jones is gonna smoke him. But that's the only motherfucker he can smoke up at the heavyweight. John Jones were to fight Tom Aspinall. That's where his legacy is ruined.
Yeah, I agree. Why do people dick ride John Jones heavy like that
Because
to
he's
this
good.
day?
He's good as
Yeah.
fuck. He's
Think
good
about
as
it back
fuck.
then.
But like they think the prime him is still him now. That's what I don't get.
He just, even when he fought Cyril Gane, he did not look good as fuck like he was before. He's too heavy.
My bad. That's
John Jones is too heavy.
I will say, because now I want to mention a few things for at least us three, like our top 2-3 favorite fighters, UFC fighters, and like why. For me, obviously Tom Aspinall. I feel like he hits like he swings like a lightweight in my opinion. He's quick,
Yeah, he is.
and I'm not saying I'm super quick, but I'm quick, especially for my size because I'm a heavyweight, and I can get it down to where I can really fucking fly.
And you say you look like him? All right.
I mean, I'm not gonna cap, but my second person, I'm not even trying to fan over, but GSP. GSP's always been an all-time favorite for me, and then Matt Hughes, just because he was one of the best wrestlers in the UFC, and I always look at him as I look up to him as a wrestler just because like he was the shit in my opinion back in the day for wrestling in UFC, out of anybody, so. Maybe not GSP, but you know what I'm saying. So Matt Hughes, GSP, Tom Aspinall. That's my 3.
All right.
So-
All right. I'm not.
Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta do all that.
I don't really got reasons why, but I'm gonna give you my top 3. So it's definitely first one, Sugar Sean O'Malley. Second one, Justin Gaethje. Not gonna lie. Justin Gaethje, because he bang out. He is pretty sloppy. I'm not gonna lie. He's sloppy with his punches. But he's got a chin like a motherfucker. And he just don't give a fuck. He got slumped by Max Holloway, but he don't give a fuck. He was about it. He went in the middle. He swung heavy. So, definitely Justin Gaethje. Third, it's either a tie. I feel like Adesanya was my third, but who's still holding that title? It's got to be Shevchenko. Valentina Shevchenko. She still got it. She might have took that one loss, whatever, but she came back, took a different belt, didn't she? She
got it back.
Oh yeah, she got it back. This past fight, huh?
Yeah.
On the Sphere.
With Marab,
Yeah.
they celebrated that shit.
Yeah. So, definitely Valentina Shevchenko.
If we're talking about all time, I'm gonna give you my all time and then right now. All time, Connor. Izzy. And I'm talking about their primes, but probably Cody Garbrandt.
True.
Cody Garbrandt was like, him and Connor was like two fighters that I used to watch all the time. It's just Connor's got more of a grip on me than
Who was Cody's rival?
TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
That was a dope ass.
But I don't even know Cody Garbrandt. Did it stop? Go check if it stopped.
Just low battery.
Alright, my bad. My bad.
You sure it didn't stop? Because usually the low battery might make it stop.
No, it's still going at 44, at 45 now.
My bad. Either Cody Garbrandt or Prime Cody Garbrandt or Prime Peter Yan. Because Prime Peter Yan was dirty.
Yeah, he was pretty fucking nasty.
But fucking now probably Peyton Talbot, Dan Hooker, and Kai France. Those three are probably my favorite right now.
Is Kai the new kid?
Kai, remember when Izzy fought DDP and Kai knocked out fucking
Yeah, that was that long ago.
he was that short dude that knocked out that one dude. Steven Ursek, that fucking
Yeah.
Cody and all them were dick riding.
No, who's that new kid that's coming up? That's under Dana. That Dana chose.
The young one?
Peyton Talbot, the one with the curly hair.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. I feel like he's definitely going to be something crazy.
Peyton Talbot, what else did I say? Dan Hooker and Kai France. I throw an honorable mention in there. Fucking he's at 185. He's blind, but the bullet I think is whoever his name is.
Facts. I told
His
you about
ass-
that motherfucker.
His ass is crazy.
Yeah, his ass is low-key clean. That one eye Russian, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that dude's scary.
Yeah.
His ass is crazy.
There's a
That's another
video-
don't give a fuck.
There was a
motherfucker.
video of him taking out this like robber or something, or like this dude had a knife or something and threatening him, and he beat the shit out of him off like an escalator or something. I think. I mean, that was wild. Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm trying to think. There's this other fighter though that I like a lot too. What's his name? Damn, I can't even think of him. I feel stupid.
What do you think?
Yeah, I know, right?
If you guys can see, we're fucking cooked. I'm cooked.
Well, I ain't cooked. I do this on a daily.
I'm cooked. Nah, for some reason, I fucked with, Belfort. Vitor. Yeah. Back in the day, though. Not, obviously, when he got older, but in his prime, I felt like he was a raging bull. Like, he didn't give a shit. He took whatever came at him. Let alone, I think this is probably one of my favorite fights ever, is that, Robbie Lawyer and I forget that other dude's name. Lawyer. Robbie and that one guy, and they straight had a bloody ass.
Robbie versus Rory.
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite fights ever, just because they didn't give a shit.
Okay, let's talk about that. Favorite fight? Give it to your top two favorite fights.
Top two favorite fights? I'll give that one number
I've seen personally, or like highlight shit, or we should just
No, that
or
we
just
watched
in
live.
yeah.
That we watched live.
Oh, live?
That we've watched live.
Definitely. Oh damn! You know I can't even say that too. I'm clueless.
Alright, I got mine right here.
Yeah.
Think about yours. Yo, definitely. I didn't accidentally stop it, did I? Alright. Yeah, save it. Definitely. Because I brought him up earlier. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. That shit was a fucking beauty. That was a bang out from beginning to the end. And they both went crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That shit was nuts. Probably one of my top crazy fights I've ever seen. I seen that shit live. Pretty sure we seen that. Where did we watch that? Was that at your crib?
What fight?
Chandler. Cooked.
Chandler
This,
and,
this motherfucker's
Gaethje.
cooked.
Garza.
Chandler.
Michael Chandler versus Justin.
Yeah.
We watched it on Discord.
Really? Yeah. I mean, we still watch a live,
Cause
motherfucker.
remember, it buffered out in the middle of it.
Yeah.
The first, like halfway through the first round, and we was all pissed.
Oh, yeah. Facts. No, that one, alright. You'll like this one, too. Fucking, Thug Rose versus,
Oh my! I know who you're talking about. The Chinese.
chick.
Whaley.
With that
Whaley.
leg kick to the face.
That leg kick to the face was crazy. That shit really shocked the world.
She straight up
That
opened
shit
up.
Stunk.
Yeah, I
She got
one
up
for sure.
pissed. She got up pissed, realized she got knocked out, and they called the fight. Yeah, she was so pissed. But fuck her because she came back and... Didn't she beat Thug Rose after that? The rematch?
Carlos Esparza fucking. I forgot. I think it was Carlos Esparza that beat Rose in the most boring fight on earth.
Oh, yeah.
And then Whaley beat Carlos.
Yeah,
Carlos.
facts. No, Thug Rose did kind of have a downfall, I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's just Carlos Esparza's fucking boring as hell.
Well, I'm just talking about after that.
Yeah, no.
After
She beat
that.
Tracy Cortez, no?
Yeah, she did.
I got
Facts. It's recent. Wasn't it a knockout?
No, it
Miss
was a
Smith?
decision. It was a decision, but they're banging out.
I got one of my favorite fights, and this wasn't too long ago. It was Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades, I think it was. Yeah, that to me that was definitely one of my favorite I've ever seen. Just because I try to study Tom Aspinall in a way in a way I'm not trying to fight like him. I'm not trying to dick ride, but in a way I'm like him, you know.
Let me get my fight. Before he starts talking about his training regimen. Nah, I'm gonna give y'all top 5. Starting at 1, Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. That was the craziest knockout I've ever seen live ever. Izzy versus Alex Pereira 2. Where Izzy knocked out Alex. Sean versus Aljo. Sean versus Aljamain Sterling was crazy. Because that was just crazy.
You gotta go.
Number 4, I'm gonna have to put Robert Whittaker versus Israel Adesanya at 1. Because he got cooked. And Izzy celebration, his intro and everything was just top tier. But last one, I don't know. Last one.
You gave a whole spectrum already.
I was gonna say Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler, but
Dustin versus Dan.
I didn't watch that one live.
But you gotta admit that was.
I've seen it though. That was crazy, but
We watched it as well.
no,
Hold on,
I
hold
have to say it for my number 1. Those are just put those 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
My number 1 was my first ever time watching UFC, and it was Conor versus Jose.
True.
I seen that shit live, and that was the most crazy. That's what made me fall in love with it. Crazy shit. But yeah.
No, I have another good one. I'm not gonna lie. It's Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one's not talked about as much, too. You
No,
can
it's
think
really-
about it.
talked about all the time.
I'd never seen it.
Yeah.
now.
Alright. No, that shit was crazy. Not gonna lie. Even Kamaru Usman versus